Bienvenue and welcome back. Bienvenue, and for all you whites out there, welcome. We're back. We got a big Premier League week this week. Bunch of action, bunch of games.
Nice.
I'm sure you can tell it's back in all its glory. They deserve it. I was not going to put it back after one game, but now 2 games, starting to play well, get the momentum. It's back. I know you guys have all been missing it. I've been missing it. I feel like a part of me is gone when it ain't here, but, you know.
We got a 1-0
They killed
victory.
part of me.
A 1-0 victory over Southampton. Let's not get
And you
too...
take those every fucking week. These are the games that you build on that champions.
Oh, yeah.
Champions
Oh, yeah.
finish.
Oh, yeah.
These are the games that the teams that go on to win the league think back, ooh, that Matchweek 4 point, I'm
Right.
sorry, 3 points that we got right there,
Right.
that was a big 3 points. And
Right.
honestly, 1-0, the performance kind of showed it. It wasn't great, wasn't perfect, but it was exactly what we needed. Dalot doing really well. Honestly, I'm not a huge Dalot fan overall, but these last 2 games, he's played really well. Bruno, once again, getting the goal, getting back into the goals and assists.
Yeah. Ronaldo's not there again.
No Ronaldo again. I mean, even with Martial injured, still not starting. I mean, it's a big call, and it was the right call these last 2 weeks, but if he's here, you know, September 1st, then he's going to be starting to start. You know, he'll eventually get back into the team just how good he is. But I think right now they're playing it out, waiting just to see what happens with him. But once again,
I think he's leaving. He's got to go.
I think he will too.
He wants to. The only thing that will keep him from leaving is his salary. If he won't take a big enough pay cut, he's having talks with Napoli, but I don't think Napoli. Or I don't think...
Chad, we know you're watching.
Yeah, Napoli fan, right here. One, I know Napoli aren't going to trade Ronaldo for Ocean Man in less than 80 million. Let's just say 80 million.
I'm telling you right now,
as
they
United
won't
do that.
I would accept that.
And I'm telling you right now, Napoli aren't going to take anything less than 80 million and Ronaldo.
I mean, would they pay 70 million for Ocean Man?
75, I think it was.
So they got to minimum
record.
get their money back.
They have to get their money back.
Minimum.
It's a record signing. Getting Ronaldo there too, it's just maybe, but that's one that's on the fence.
I don't think so. I think if he does go anywhere, he could go back to Sporting or maybe Napoli in just a straight up sale. Or I don't think United would ever loan him. I don't think we would ever loan him somewhere.
Yeah, no.
I would say either you're here or you're gone. There's no other way.
I think if he would go back to Sporting, it would be a good move for him. Maybe he doesn't want to, but it is a top 5 league now, technically. And Champions League. So you're going to get goals in the league. You're going
he would break
to
the goal record.
Yeah,
he would go there and break the goal record at 38 years old.
Maybe. Probably. If the team will adapt around to him. Because we also have to think the teams he goes to have to sacrifice a little bit, no matter where he goes to. So Sporting will have to take that into account. They're like, yeah, it's Ronaldo, fucking GOAT, stature, we get that. But he is 38. Or something, 38.
And
so
that, I think, is part of the hesitation
for any Champions League team in general.
Yeah.
To take a 38-year-old striker
who's getting paid over $500,000 a week. A week. So, I mean, just his salary is crazy. But, you know, jumping back to the game, it was, like I said, 1-0 win. Pretty scrappy win. Martinez, once again, man of the match. Absolute dog. Love to see what they all got some shit to say about. Because he has above a 90% aerial duel
what a guy
win rate over the last 4 games. 2 games he didn't play great. 2 games he played really well. He's a dog. That's all we know now. I mean, this new revolution that Ten Hag is under, he's turning everyone into dogs. I mean, Casemiro, Martinez, Malacia, and now Antony, who just sealed today 100
million pounds.
Euros. 84 million pounds.
Euros.
But still a shit ton of money.
Yes.
I mean, just an absolute crazy amount of money for somebody that has played in the Eredivisie. But it's not my money. It's not his money. It's the Glazers' money. Fuck them. Make them pay. Cut.
Glazer out still?
Tanner. Fuck yeah, Glazers out, always.
Oh, okay. Manchester City. Erling Haaland. The Norwegian Viking.
What more can you say?
Come on, bruh. Hat trick. Against Crystal Palace. We come back from 2-0 down. These are the games you look back on as champions. And you say, Matchweek 4, when we were down 2-0 to Crystal Palace.
He scored.
And we fucking run rampant.
He didn't score 1 goal.
No.
Didn't score 2 goals.
No.
Scored 3 goals in the second half.
It was insane. First half, we go down 2-0 by 2 corners. John Stone's own goal. It wasn't necessarily his fault. It was just a bad set piece defended by all of Man City. Second goal, Anderson flying in, header. Who's there to stop him? Nobody. Again, a set piece goal. So now that I see this, it's going to be more something I'm going to be looking out for later on as the season goes along. Because if we keep conceding set piece goals like this, people are going to realize that, take advantage of that, putting big height in there. So you have to, you have to figure out something to shut that down now. Anyway, though, we go down 2-0 second half. Bernardo Silva, the man who was supposed to leave to Barcelona, doesn't leave, stays here.
Confirmed.
He's in the team. Pep doesn't want him to go because he can play 4 or 5 positions, as he said, but not like that.
End quote.
Bernardo Silva is insane. Yet again, showed it. Scored the goal. It has a deflection. It still goes in, though. That's the reason we come back, though. That goal in itself. There's no Haaland hat trick without that goal. And yeah, you could say, oh, well, it happened before, so obviously, yeah. I don't think we score without that goal. I honestly believe it'd be just another Crystal Palace home defeat, just like it seems to keep happening to us. But Bernardo Silva clutches up. Then Haaland, first goal. Phil Foden whips it in, header. Insane. The Phil Foden-Haaland connection, that's what I want to be seeing for the next 10 years. I pray that we get to see that for many, many years to come. That would just be amazing to me to see those two players to continue to play together. Second goal, our own corner goal. Stones puts a little, I don't know if he was trying to shoot it. He muffs it. It rolls, trickles right to the man. Haaland smacks it in.
He meant to do that.
He's right there.
Stones meant to do that.
Poacher's goal. Then third goal. A fucking animal. Gundogan slides it through. Haaland holding off the defender.
Stiff arms Anderson. Just
fucking puts it on his left.
Bitch.
A perfect Premier League striker goal. What you want to see. Just the physicality against the defenders. Pushing them off. Running right in between them. Gundogan puts it on a plate for him. And he just slots it into the corner. Hat trick. Erling Haaland. He goes crazy. Crazy celebration. City come back from 2-0 down. Yeah, everybody would be like, it's just Crystal Palace. But this Crystal Palace team is very impressive. They just beat Liverpool. They didn't have Zaha, who's definitely the best player. Yeah. So that was a miss for them. You could say Patrick Vieira could have done more, having a 2-goal lead to somehow sustain it a little bit more, maybe at least something.
They did collapse.
You
honestly.
Can't. I just think the Erling Haaland effect. I think that's what it was. I really think that we weren't. We don't have to be as ticky-tack this year as we always do. We don't have to be so silky smooth because at the end of the day, you can just heave it up and hope
that if Haaland gets a chance, he's going to
get on it and score. So it's not always that it has to be these intricate flow of play and things like that. Phil Foden gets the ball on the fucking end of outside the box, swings it in, header goal. It's just like you can't. That's not really like a tactic thing. That's just get the ball in the box. Let's score.
Look for the big white up front. I mean,
he does.
He's huge. He knows how to dribble the ball. He can run onto passes that we know that the City team can play. I mean, just
all day.
How indispensable as well, going back to Bernardo Silva, he is so indispensable to that team because, like Pep said, he can play 4 or 5 different positions. I mean, the loss that he would show in that team if he did leave would be potentially irreplaceable.
I honestly think that it would be harder to replace Bernardo Silva for what he contributes than like probably 95% of the team. I want to say like Haaland now, De Bruyne, and Ruben Diaz because he's a center back. But other than that, like you can't. Nobody can do what he does at that level on our team anywhere near.
Consistently,
he's just. I don't really think anybody in the world in the Prem can do what he does at that level. Like it's just I don't know. Man, that's just my City bias. He's just a dog. He's just a dog.
He is, unfortunately for me as a United fan, he is one of those players where it's hard to root against him because he is so good and so positive in the way that he plays.
He's
so
such a likable
too. And unfortunately, as we keep doing these videos and as I keep watching City, I start to hate them less and less. So sometimes I just have to find a player to really zone in on and target all of my abuse towards.
Fernandinho's gone now, so he can't talk
and I
about
gotta find a new one.
He can't talk about Fernandinho being dirty. Calvin Phillips,
but he ain't played a fucking minute, has he?
4-2. I'll take it. Moving on to the rest of the Premier League. Here's all the results, all total. We're just gonna go through the rest of the games here. Leeds take a defeat, 1-0 to Brighton.
Good Brighton team. Good Brighton team.
It was a good Brighton performance. Leeds need to step it up a little bit. They're facing Everton, so hopefully they can get it done. Everton drawing again, 1-1 to Brentford, I believe.
Yep.
Anthony Gordon with the goal.
Good goal for them in the 29th minute, but weren't able to hold on. I mean,
typical Everton. Here we go. Lampard's getting sacked. Gerrard's getting sacked. Gerrard losing yet again.
1-0.
We're going to talk about this record he has here. It's not very good. I don't know what the exact record is, but it's fucking shit.
You want to know how bad it is, Tanner? I'll tell you how bad it is. I'll tell all you guys, too. All you boys and girls out there better realize that Steven Gerrard's record at Aston Villa is worse than the record that Gary Neville had while managing Valencia, which made him retire from being a professional manager. He did so bad at Valencia that he never became a manager again.
I really hope.
And Gerrard has done worse.
I really hope that. Man, that's crazy.
Worse.
Fucked up.
You don't hear Jeremy Carragher on Sky talking shit to Neville anymore because all he has to say is, well, your mate Gerrard has a worse record than I do.
Yeah.
And that's fucking hard to do.
Bro, both of them are getting sacked. The two English midfielders who are
Wonder Boys.
So good. Yeah, not doing so good in management. Continuing on, fucking Chelsea, 2-1 over Leicester. Leicester is shit as fuck.
Man, what is going on?
Raheem Sterling, one good goal and then one really good goal. Yep. Fucking flip. That was really nice finish.
Up and over the keeper.
You're gonna get that from Sterling inconsistently, but you're gonna get you're gonna get that from him. He's gonna score.
He's peaks and valleys. I mean, that's
this Leicester team though. I mean, you can see why he was doing it. They're down.
So poor.
They have 11 versus 10, and they're still playing like they have fucking 9.
Yeah, their performances so far this year do not leave anything to be desired, or leave so much to be desired from really the rest of the league when you play them. Because Brendan Rodgers, I don't know what's happened with him. Honestly, I rated him as a pretty good manager.
I did too at one point. I honestly did.
Half of the table manager.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this squad is just not pulling its weight. I mean. There are some injuries.
Shit. It's like there's more than just Rodgers too, but like you need to be doing something with this team. Like
you can't be relying on 36-year-old Jamie Vardy to score all your goals.
No,
you can't rely on aging defenders and injury-riddled midfield to seal up games for you when you do have a chance. And Chelsea just took over. I mean, you know how I feel about Chelsea. I don't think that they're going to be as good as they were last year. But they will take advantage of teams. Sterling will score goals. It's just rules of law or rules of nature.
Yeah. Tottenham got another win.
Nottingham Forest. Not doing so great these last 2 weeks, but
they had a good start against the Liverpool. That big win.
I can see them starting to build something. And crazy stat here: 14, almost 15 signings this window.
Yeah.
They are still, I say almost 15 because they're working on a 15th signing this window. How, like, just thinking about that, 15 completely new players have been brought into this squad. So it's going to take them a while to get used to each other, get that chemistry together, get that flow going where they know, hey, person X is going to be in A spot, person Z is going to be in B spot. So it's just going to take some time, but I do think Forest will stay up.
But another really good performance by Harry Kane. Like, what a guy. Like,
the guy just loves Conte.
Premier League striker, I think he's going to break the record. He has to. I think there's been some talk about it recently in the news. He's going to break the record eventually. He's insane. Arsenal 2-1 again. Fulham, come on. Motherfucking
Mbabu.
Not Mbabu.
But
the striker
Mitrovic.
Dog. They should have had it. They should have freaking had it, bro. Mitrovic takes it from Gabriel, puts him up, Fulham up 1-0 at Arsenal. But Arsenal still playing good. Resilient Odegaard, their new club captain. Another Norwegian mad lad scores. It was a decent goal. Everybody goes crazy at the Emirates. 1-1. You can see the momentum change. Everybody's lit. You see, like, then Gabriel makes up for his mistake, puts it in the back of the net, a good corner header. 2-1 Arsenal.
Unfortunately, that brings us to our last topic of the day. Liverpool absolutely mollywopped Bourmouth. I mean, they're now in a group chat with Southampton as the two teams to lose 9-0.
Insane.
Man.
Insane.
It's a rough day for those players.
Regardless of newly promoted or not, just 9-0 in the Prem, it's just like...
How does that shit happen?
How do you process that afterward, going into the next game? Are you, like... That's just insane. 9-0.
Honestly, when it starts to get around 4, 5, potentially 6, if you dribble the ball anywhere near the box, I'm just fucking taking you out. Like, I'm not getting 9 goals put past me at any level.
Put 10 people behind the ball in, like, just something. Dude, I don't know.
You're telling me at 4-0 you really thought you had a chance to come back so you have any offensive players on the field? I mean, this Liverpool squad got beat by United a week ago and then came out and said, fuck you guys, we're still a good team.
I think that also had a lot to do with it. Liverpool, credit to them, their resilience from last week, taking that tough loss against United, who we know have been struggling a bit as of recently.
Yeah.
Taking a loss to them, because you're expected to win that game going into it. And then you go to this game and you're like, you got that chip on your shoulder, you know what I mean? So they went out there and just fucking gave it to them, like 9-0. Liverpool win. It is what it is. Fuck Liverpool. Actual last topic. We forgot to say it. We have to mention it because 2 amazing goals. We're not going to talk about the whole game. We're just going to talk about these goals. 1-1. Wolves, Newcastle. Fucking Ruben Neves.
I don't think you'll see a game.
Smacker.
You won't see a game this year with 2 better goals.
Smacker. Amazing.
Guaranteed.
Outside the box, Ruben Neves doing what he does consistently for Wolves. Good performances, followed by amazing long shots for the Premier League to enjoy. And then we see Saint Maximin. Oh my goodness. I really hope he is still okay. I saw he picked up a small knock toward the end of the game, got subbed off. He walked off, looked like, you know what I mean, sat with the team and everything, but, you know, you still never know with those.
You can always pick up something in your hamstring here and there.
A volley from out of nowhere.
I mean,
smashed it.
Absolutely out of nowhere.
Beautiful goal.
Crazy goal. I mean, it gets cleared. You know, Wolves are trying to scramble, clear the ball out of their box. They do okay, get it just outside the box, and it falls so perfectly right to Allen's feet. And he just places it right in the corner. Just right above Sa. Like, there is not a thing that Jose Sa could have done. I mean, he placed this so perfectly in the corner that you may not see a better goal this year. I mean, this game, in terms of highlights, best game of the year.
Insane 2 goals. That's it. That's it for week 4 Premier League review. We got Chad here. You got your meme here. That's it. Nice.